Hello, my loves, and welcome back to another reading. Tonight, I was guided to cleanse all of my decks with incense smoke, to cleanse myself with smoke, and to adorn myself with the things that I'm being specifically told, the jewels, the adornments that make me feel more like myself, like my higher self. So Spirit wanted me to tell you this so that you know it is time to cleanse and adorn ourselves in the things that make us feel like our most holy, highest, connected to our spirit selves right now. And I guess we'll see why as we get into the reading. So first, sorry for the paper sounds. My kitty is a paper cat. Well, one of them is a paper cat, and she absolutely adores playing with some of the craft, that brown paper that comes in some packages. But she wasn't playing with it. She just jumped from there onto her daddy's desk chair. But the first deck we're going to pull from here, is the Citadel deck by Fen Inkwright. Oh, hello. Okay. Immediately what I'm getting... Oh, we have a lot of trickster energy, like a huge, it's all trickster energy. Musicians aren't necessarily tricksters, but there is a certain playful quality to bards that is coming to mind right now. But the initial thing that I wanted to say, and I still feel called to say it, is that the gambler and the musician here, you know, as a musician myself, and I know that other musicians and creatives will be called to these messages too, is that you can't gain the things that you need to gain without taking a risk, you know? But what I'm seeing here is the risk that you're taking by not taking the risk of putting your music out there, putting your art out there, is remaining here, remaining without any winnings, without anything on your end of the table. The only thing we have to lose is nothing while we're here. We have everything to gain if we put our art out. That's it. That's it. Like, now, it feels like, okay. Trickster sort of here, yes, but the message truly is that with the musician here, the artist, somebody who puts out things into the world that creates inspiration for us ourselves. Because, you know, if you are somebody who creates, you understand the fire, the passion, the obsession, the inspiration that keeps on feeding into itself when you are creating, you know. Here, though, here we have somebody who has tried to take this from us. And I'm getting a bit that this is just society being the thief, and stealing away this sense of like frivolity, playfulness in creating our art and being the people we were sent here to be. Because everybody is an artist in one way or another. It doesn't matter what your medium is. It doesn't matter if you are actually doing things in the arts or if you're doing things that are explorative and inventive in other fields, right? You can be an artist in math, you know, you can be an artist in science and tech and anything else, architecture. Well, architecture arguably is sort of like sculpture in a way, but that's neither here nor there. All we do is art. That's what we humans are. We are all artists. Here is how they tell us we should be as artists. And also, this is just reminding me that the other thing I did before this, I was really also drawn to having a drink of water. Please drink water. Fill yourself with the things that you need. Adorn yourself. Just take care, very much take care of your body right now. Honor your body. So this feels like society and the way that it tries to tell us that we have to be artists, that it has to be super productive, that it has to be for the wealth gaining of somebody else, that we are not truly in control of the things. You know, do it the way that we tell you, because this is the only way that you can get really large or have success. But also, we're going to steal everything from you. You know, absolutely everything we can. My baby cat is in another mood tonight. She seems to be in moods when I do readings. Hopefully she won't get into too much trouble. But if you hear some noise in the background, that's who it is. Again, playfulness, you know, the playfulness of a cat, the playfulness of children, being in this sort of energy, being willing to take risks because we're not following the rules that we've been told we have to follow in order to gain success. There's no success here. This is somebody stealing it from what we do ourselves, you know, but there's success here with the risk of being ourselves and telling the stories that are truly living and thriving within our hearts, you know, as artists, as we all are. Okay. I think that's it for the Citadel deck. And you know what, actually? I'm seeing this crown here. It is the air. What I'm seeing here is being sovereign within ourselves. Sovereign to ourselves, not to this thief societal energy that has proliferated for way too long. This is giving me, we are sovereign unto ourselves and we are sovereign together. We are all royal together. All right. The next deck I'm going to be using is the When Women Had Wings. I can't remember the artist at the moment. Of course, she's being a little dingus. I might have to go save my cat in a second. Moving on to something new. Honestly, I think just right now, I think we're moving on from this energy. Where are we moving to, Spirit? Oh, bloody beautiful. There is such a powerful energy tonight, and I was feeling it before this reading. I even knew that I was going to be doing this reading. I actually wasn't going to do a reading tonight, but something was just pulling me. And here we have this beautiful message here. We are moving on to the most glorious place to be, childhood sort of joyfulness and happiness and wonder and just enjoying life so much, because life is so beautiful here. Life is so abundant. Life is so this is giving me like the high point of summer, where everything is in, not only in bloom, but there's so many fruits to eat. There are so many things to eat. There's butterflies and bees everywhere. Everything is just utterly gorgeous. And this is where we're moving to by taking a risk and doing what we are called to do from our heart space, from our sacral chakra space. beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. The Empress energy here as well. This is being able to manifest everything that we want in our life. This is very much giving me the same sort of energy that we had with the July reading for this month. And I believe we had the Empress in that reading as well. I know I just did, I did the reading last night, but I can't quite remember. This energy here is so strong. It is sort of like canceling out everything else. Hang on 1 minute. I have to go save my cat. She's been saved. Everything's fine. Okay, so as I was saving my poor kitty from herself, from her own silly shenanigans, what came to me is what I have been thinking a lot about in the last weeks, like consciously in the last couple of weeks, about how we and this is where the adornment comes in. This is where the cleansing of ourselves, the taking very good care of our bodies comes into place. The Empress is very earthy. She is the one who brings, I mean, she's Mother Earth. You know, she's Mother Earth. She's the one that brings abundance and growth and beauty of life to the earth. And what I've been thinking about a lot in the last while is how I view myself helps to create the world around me, because what I manifest in myself, you know, should I tell you how I view myself? Yeah, okay, I'll do it. So I am a siren. I am a high priestess. I am the Empress. You know, I am the Nine of Pentacles. I am a goddess. I am more than just this human in this body. I am universal and cosmic. I'm everything. And coming to realize that again, because I think I had begun on this path of understanding that about myself, of what is within me, because what is within each of us is everything. We are all cosmic. We are all exactly the things that call to us, you know, the arts that call to us, the things that we like to do that call to us are the things that we just cosmically are. You know, I am the siren. I am a singer. I am somebody who brings people in with my voice, with my music, and to adorn ourselves and treat our bodies in the way that we are these holy, sacred vessels for this energy that we are is so abundant, brings so much abundance to our lives, not only personally, but at what happens around us and to other people. The interactions that I've had since sort of realizing this now, you know, just even with friends, has shifted. It has become something magical, wondrous, and it is something that fills me with so much joy and happiness, because the way that I see myself has changed from, you know, just this person. I can't even really say, because like the last 5 years has been this sort of like deadening and numbness for me, because of personal situations on top of, you know, the fear of COVID and then everything else that's going on in the world. But this year, since January, finally unthawing and my soil being heated by that sun here, you know, the soil of Mother Earth, the soil being heated, the seeds in me that have always been here, that I have tended when I was younger, when I was much more carefree, to be honest with you, but they have reignited again. The seeds of those seeds have re-budded again. They have come up. Their leaves are luscious and soaking up all of the sun here, you know, because I recognize the holiness in me, the sacredness, the self-sovereignty that I have. Nothing else can tell me what to do. I am the fucking empress. I rule over me. You know, this is a delicious, and the whole thing, this is such a delicious and intense energy here. Remember who you are. Dig deep. Remember who you are. Treat yourself, your body, your mind, your soul, your desires as the holy things they are. You are the high priestess, the high priest, the high holy, you know, person who is tending the temple of your body and your mind and your spirit. Treat yourself as holy. Oh, okay. I was just going to ask one more card here. Yes, yes, yes. So when I'm getting several messages with this card here. When we treat ourselves as these holy vessels that we are, when we are in alignment with each part of ourselves, you know, also understanding that we are still human. We are still going to come up, you know, against frustrations and just daily life things, you know, or in the case of, you know, sibling stuff or family stuff or people that you've known for a long time, there are roles that we kind of shift back into from earlier time periods that sort of both people expect us to be in, but it's not actually conducive anymore to a much more aligned and equitable and reciprocal sort of relationship. When we understand how holy we are, and we also understand how holy other people are, you know, we can come together to, well, I mean, the mirroring here, you know, we can reflect things to each other. We can show each other things that are within each of us and come to a better balance within this relationship here. So there's the balance that we have with ourselves, the balance that we get with the relationships that we have with others. Oh, no, maybe that wasn't a message. There was something else there, but it has flown from my mind. Yep, okay. Moving on. All right, Spirit, what else do we want to do? Okay, I'm just doing the regular Rider-Waite Tarot here. And I already knew this was at the bottom, but lots of Empress energy here lately, okay? There's so much Empress, you know, self-sovereign, ruler of herself, ruler of all that she touches, and all that she touches becomes so abundant, so beautiful, so life-giving. All right, what else should we know in this reading, Spirit? Oh, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. 3 of Cups here, my loves. This is just gorgeous energy. This is celebrating with friends. This is, you know, here we've come to understand each other, understand each other's sovereignty in themselves. Oh, that's what this card was bringing up. When we understand the sovereignty in ourselves and the sovereignty in others who mirror us, and also, you know, going along with that sort of like sibling rivalry or family things, or like even just really old friends, the issues that can come up where we revert back to, you know, some of the times where we have fought in the past. When we see ourselves as sovereign, holy, sacred beings, and we understand that other people are also sovereign, holy, sacred beings, we are able to influence other folks around us who are interacting with us in any sort of way. When they see somebody behaving in a way that is out of the paradigm of, you know, being puppeted by this icky society here that just wants to steal everything from us, then we can truly become our sovereign selves and celebrate and be in abundance, you know, be so happy and joyful and sort of like back to what we're supposed to be experiencing here as humans. I honestly do believe a lot of us have come here to try to steer humanity, you know, the people of this planet, into what should be, what is most natural to us, which is to build things together, to celebrate together, to just togetherness in general. You know, yes, we are empresses and emperors and, you know, high rulers, but we are those rulers of ourselves. Our influence can spread out like the rays of the sun to influence others, and I think that's a good thing. It can also be a bad thing when you have this kind of energy going on, but this is the rays of authenticity of our truest, highest, most sacred and best selves, the selves that are selfless. Because I, you know, very much believe that humans, we want to build, we want to come together and create things, and we want to create wonderful things that everybody can enjoy. That's just kind of our nature. That's the nature of being a species who is very highly communicative. We have languages. We have so many languages. We have so many words in so many languages. We have so many ways to communicate, you know, with each other. So, babies, this is what we're getting into here. And this is beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And this comes from being our highest, most sovereign, most holy, sacred selves. From taking care of ourselves so that we can also take care of those around us as well, and feed into the well that community feeds from. You know, we all have our own wells of, you know, inspiration that we take in, the things that we see in the world that inspire us. We all have wells of being emotionally fulfilled, you know, all sorts of types of being fulfilled. But there is also the community well. And if we put into that, we also receive back from that. And so it is a communal good to be in this space, to be just this fucking ray of light for everyone. Me feeding your inner light and you feeding my inner light, you know? Just absolutely gorgeous. Oh, hello. Oh, okay. Sorry. I thought that was the Emperor there. Interesting. I mean, we're getting our justice here. We have been through this phase where we have, I mean, this is the wounded warrior. We are all warriors, whether we know it or not. We have been under siege from this energy for such a long, bloody time, you know. But justice is coming. And wounded warriors, we will not have to be for so long. We are protected here, you know. I'm seeing this as like a wall. What are those called? Motte and Bailey's. This is a wall, but this is not just his weapons here. This is all of the weapons of all of the people, you know, that we are in community with in order to move forward and get this justice. I think the justice is coming no matter what. There's no possible way in which the justice is not coming. There's no possible way. Once we realize that we are sovereign unto ourselves, there's no way that justice cannot come. Once we realize that we are sovereign in ourselves and that every other person on this planet is also sovereign unto themselves. Oh, beautiful. More childhood energy. This is truly, I think this is where we end this message here. And this is truly going back, you know, we've gone through this journey of seeing, you know, seeing sort of these overarching things that are playing in our lives with us individually, but also collectively, you know, especially here. But like, this is all of us. This is each one of us individually, but this is all of us, you know, and we're getting to hear, and we're going back to this beautiful childlike wonder in the world. Look at how happy, you know, these kids are. They are filling each other's cups. They are filling each other's cups here. This is going back to that kindergarten energy of let's be friends, you know. Oh, here's my toy. Do you think it's cool? Oh, maybe you could play with it for a while. Yeah, sure. And oh, I see that you have such a cool toy too. You know, let me, you know, just this reciprocal energy moving back and forth between people and our own royalty in ourselves. And I'm seeing here too, in this justice card, the royalty, and it's kind of almost connected to the headband, the bandage of this guy here. The royalty is in us. The justice that is coming is for us. And this is the freaking truth, my loves. This is the freaking truth. This is the balance in the world that humans need. The royalty, the sovereignty, the holiness, you know, within us. Justice brings that. Justice recognizes the holiness within us, the sovereignty, the royalty, the sacredness, the holiness. Oh, absolutely love this reading. I hope this was insightful and hopeful for you. Thank you so much for coming around. I very much appreciate you. You know, I know whoever's going to be called to these messages is going to come here. It doesn't matter, you know, when this happens, whatever, but thank you so much for being here. I hope this message fills you with so much love and hope and light that we need right now to keep going. Take care of yourselves. Take very, very, very good care of yourselves, because that's an act of resistance right there, is actually taking care of ourselves, actually saying no to the things that we know we need to be saying no to. Saying no to constantly being used up and extracted for wealth. Say no. Take care of yourselves. Take care of your body, your soul, your heart. Take care of everything of you and start fucking creating. Start creating the things that you absolutely love, that you absolutely adore, and let's share it together. Let's share it with one another and just be in bliss, utter bliss. Thank you so much, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.